Or all right. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year's. It's the first day of 2021, and I am so excited to be launching a very exciting project, which is the Blossoming into You series that I just finished a couple of weeks back. And now I'm turning it into a long term show where I'll be bringing on women from across the globe as my guests, where we'll talk about topics where it may have not otherwise where they felt safe enough to share with any topics around sexuality, our emotion journey, our challenges in life. And it's my intention to create a safe, nurturing, and supportive space for women all across the globe to be able to express themselves mentally, emotionally, physically, sexually, spiritually, whatever that looks like. So that's my intention. And on today's series, first episode of the day to celebrate the new year, we have with us Sabrina, who I believe is all the way from Italy, right, Sabrina?
Yes, I am.
Amazing. And I do want to acknowledge Sabrina for being my first guest ever on this series. Really acknowledging you for your vulnerability, your courage to be willing to come on here. And we're going to dive into some really intimate and personal conversations. And I fully believe that that's the only way we get to stand as powerful permission for other women to also be seen, to be heard, and to be acknowledged for their full authentic self. So thank you, Sabrina, for taking the lead and being our first guest. How are you doing today?
Well, I'm actually so grateful for being here. And especially, I'm so grateful I met you, on my way, because I have the same, let's say, dream to create a women community, and the chance, the opportunity, and the honor to be hosted by you is just a gift from God. And the first day of the year is for me like, sort of a sign that is going to be a wonderful year. Thank you very much, Nico. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
This is really special. I do believe that we get to create this on the first day of the new year because we can totally have a brand new start, right? We just talked about this yesterday. Thank you for being on my visioning call with a bunch of other women where we get to release what we didn't want to walk away with from 2020 and we get to choose something totally different for 2021. And let's jump right into our conversation. I remember what got brought up for you yesterday was that you would love to live and operate from a place of your true authentic self, no longer living according to other people's expectations, no longer putting on these layers of untruth beliefs or ideas or conditionings from society, but fully operating, living in your truth. So let's dive into that today. Are you ready?
Well, that's what I'm here for, actually. I mean, you discovered what I was really looking for, and you are bringing it now to light. So I'm ready.
And I just want to say, Sabrina, looking at you today versus yesterday, I already feel so much heaviness got lifted off of you. You look so bright, so radiant today. So we're off to a great start. Okay, so Sabrina, tell me more about how does it feel like to not be living in your true, like describe up until now, what has that been like for you? So give me more context, more background.
Well, not living your truth means you're just like inside a ball where everything happen, and the wind is bringing you from one place to another, and time is passing by and you're not controlling yourself. You're just blaming yourself for not being good enough, and you are blaming your family for not giving you the right way to go ahead in life. You're just feeling lost, actually. That's the way I've been living, let's say, a long time, uh, almost 40 years, searching for my truth, and not even knowing that the truth is inside myself. That's the point where I was starting to search for it. And in my path, I met lots of people. I met lots of mentors, and I met, let's say, lots of distraction, overwhelming myself, and even thinking I'm not on a level I can really find my truth, until I discovered a little lady, very simple, open heart, and speaking like my heart, from the heart to a heart. So I thought maybe she has the secret to find a truth. And then I had sort of a feedback like, I don't have the secret for you. You have the secret from inside yourself. So I start searching from inside myself, and I find what I've always been. I really see what I have been since ever. So thank you to your way of expressing the concept of finding the truth inside yourself. I decided to really search deep, look without any further cover on my ear, on my eyes, and open it up deeply. And I see what has always been there. That was it. And that was just a woman that has a really great and huge mission. And this mission is, first of all, to recognize the power of being a woman, not giving anybody else the right to take your leads, but yourself, you have the control to lead your life. And especially what I really did like about finding out that the truth is inside myself is even what is outside myself is so great, is so wonderful, because I create it daily through what I have inside. And this is like discovering that whenever your vibration is high, your reality is high. And it's so simple. It's a straight line that comes from inside yourself and is expressing it through the reality you are living. And you can control it. And this is something special that women have, and that they need to recognize it, to use it for themselves, but especially for the world, especially now. Now is so important. Women are bringing out their own energy, their own power, because that's a time where no longer is going to be put it into a cage, into it's a power that everybody can enjoy, not to be afraid of, not us as women and not even men. is going to be a super good cooperation, because this power is a living um, evolution. And this is just thanks to what we are as a physical body that bring to life, and as a spiritual being, for knowing that we have to join our energy, power, and love, especially love, This is what I really deep believe, that when you find yourself, your true, and you bring it out, your reality is coming out exactly how you feel it, when you recognize it first. And this is the most important thing, to recognize it, to see it, embrace
Sabrina.
it, and celebrate it.
Wow. I just could not interrupt you in these past 10 minutes because everything that you just said, it all came out from you. I didn't even have to do anything. I wanted to point that light back to you to help you see what you just created. That was powerful. My experience of Sabrina in these past 10 minutes is this powerful, influential leader for women across the globe. I didn't even have to do anything. I just wanted you to know that. You just went on a roll and I experienced you to be totally unleashed. That was you so deeply connected to your truth, to your essence. That's it. Our call is finished, right? Like it could have just finished right then. And this is really what my responsibility is. This was what was brought up yesterday, right? On our visioning call together. My job and any coach's job out there, it's never to tell you the answer. We are not here to tell you like this is what you get to do, this is what's missing, this is what's broken. But my responsibility as a coach, as a leader, is to create a space, to be the space for you to step into discovering your own answers, which you just did in these past 10 minutes. Highly encourage you to go back and listen to this again and witness your own power. Witness your own power from a third person perspective, looking at yourself and seeing all of the powerful wisdom and the nuggets that just floated out of your mouth. I was just sitting here observing and witnessing and soaking in all of your power, and I wanted you to know that. And Sabrina, there was the one thing that was really powerful that you brought up, and I would love to connect that to anyone tuning in, because and this is such a great time to talk about this too. I have in the women that follows me, the women that are resonating with my work, we tend to be highly ambitious, right? Highly driven. We do whatever it is that we want, that we get to do to become the best version of ourselves. So we get all types of coaches, we study all types of podcasts and books and workshops. But sometimes that we can fall into the trap of like what you mentioned, getting distracted, right? Listening to what these people tell us we got to do, follow the model, follow the strategy, follow the formula, that we lost ourselves completely along the way. So Sabrina, with that being said, I would like to know what shifted for you. What shifted for you that got you back to connecting with your like getting intimate with your true self? What worked?
Well, actually, I've been up to a mountain early in the morning, and I saw the sun rising. That was quite a long time ago. And I knew that nature
Mhm.
is my, um, let's say, the driving force, and the law I should really follow. But what really shifted after that, because it's been one day just one day, but after that, nothing more happened. But what really shifted my way of thinking, was having somebody, and that's you, that brought me on a vibration level where I could connect, recognize that. Because, as I said, we already have everything inside. The best is recognize it every single moment now and where we are. But if we don't have that kind of help, accountability, vibration, and heart connection, heart to heart, as I did had it with you, even if we never talk about that, I must say. Only shortly we had talk about things generally, about life, about, daily stuff and so on. But that allows me to let your vibration to resonate with my vibration and to level it up in order to be able to recognize it inside myself, what I already had. And that was, even if we haven't been talking since a long time, it was a sort of having the feeling you were still there, trying to elevate, to lift up my vibration in a way, in another, I don't know how, but you did it, or I was open to receiving it, because that's what happened. That's what really happened. And I'm really glad to say that on the first day of the new year, because I really feel that way. And I really feel the strength. I can face the new year and the year that will come with a different way of being, with a different vibration, because you gave me, sort of a push, to be courage, brave enough, and I can do it. So it's like, higher you wanna go, and deeper is the push, and stronger is the push you are receiving. And that's what's happening, like I have been lifted up so much that now I know I can really go, deeper inside myself in order to spread wider my knowledge.
Sabrina, this is the first time I realized that. So thank you for sharing this with me. Thank you so much. My heart is just like filling up with so much love. And this is powerful. What you're saying, what I'm hearing you say is that there is no time or space like in the work of transformation. When we elevate ourselves energetically, that translates across to creating a powerful energetic space for other people to also elevate. Or even though we are oceans apart, I'm in California, you're in Italy, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter. And you felt it, right? Even though we weren't connecting all the time, we weren't jumping on coaching calls all the time, but somehow you still felt my energy, you felt my presence. And also, the powerful thing is that I didn't give you the answers. The only thing was creating that space for you to awaken the parts of you that resonated with my presence. It's almost like my energy woke some parts of you up that resonated with my vibration. It's what I'm hearing you say. And this is so powerful for any one of us who have the ambition and the vision of becoming leaders on this planet, is that sometimes it's not about the mechanics, right? It's not about what we say, it's not about what we do, but it's all about our intention, it's all about our energy, it's all about who we are being, which is there's no boundaries. Who we are being has no boundaries, like physically on a quantum physics level. It
Yeah.
transcends space and time, and which probably that's how it landed for you, and that's how you felt elevation in my presence. So thank you for acknowledging it, Sabrina. And as we are wrapping up, time just flew. I would love to hear from you. What is your vision for yourself now? You got intimate, you got in touch again with this version of Sabrina that may have been hidden away for 40 years or 40 plus years of your life. Now you got in touch with her again. What do you see is the vision for you? Who do you see yourself becoming, like in these next 12 months specifically? Paint us the picture.
Yeah, I will actually see, well, I see myself going through a path where I share wellness inside and outside. That means through natural law, through opening up the heart, and especially being open with your mind to change the way you've been, right? Because it doesn't mean that you were wrong, but simply now you need to be really who you are. Because until now, as I said, I've been in a sort of a ball where the world was demanding me to be someone that, okay, it could be nice, it could be wonderful, it could be pleasant for anyone, but my real worth wasn't that ball. I'm much more than a ball. I mean, I'm sure that what I'm going to be in the next 12 months is to spread what I find out and to show that is possible, that is really possible. And I really want to be sort of a ring of a chain where another ring comes and another ring comes, and the chain is not something that close you down, but keep you strong, because a chain is something strong, and is something you can add another ring and another ring. And as women, we can be a huge chain that can really hold the world in order, to really be a nice place to be.
That's such a beautiful vision of yours, Sabrina, and I 100% already see it as done. Like as you're speaking now, I already see it. Now it's all about just focusing in a way that brings that into your reality, right? And showing up every single day, getting more and more intimate with who you are. And what the role has been missing is the essence of Sabrina, right? You in the past, you have tried all types of coaches and programs to launch your business, but the thing that was missing was Sabrina. But now you have this secret ingredient in place, and you really, I see you as a leader of women that really get to show them the way of how to break through. I used that analogy yesterday, the layers of coats that you're putting on,
Yeah.
right, that you don't need, but these coats were put on you by society, by their expectations, by the shoulds, where you should do this, you should do that. And now you are undergoing a beautiful journey of shedding those layers And as you do that, every step along the way, you get to show the woman that may just be a step or two behind you how to do exactly the same. So imagine how much more beautiful our world would be when more and more people drop that heaviness on their hearts, on their bodies, and really fully live from this authentic, true essence of who they are. It's going to be really beautiful. So I want to say thank you for doing that work, Sabrina. And it starts with you.
Thank you. I must say thank you because I mean, I couldn't be the way I feel now if I didn't have the chance to meet you. I don't know how, but you are from the other part of the world and you are so young, and having someone with your soul that reach out my soul and lift it up is something really amazing. But I do believe that doesn't matter the age and the place and the time or whatever. The important is you really have the channel to reach everyone. And if you reach me in Italy, I'm now 55, and I mean, I had this big dream since ever, under lots of cover, and that through your vibration, your energy, what you do, simply just showing up, it really
Yeah.
made me feeling like I also can find out my way and share it with others, because that's what I wanted to do
And
since ever.
Sabrina. And
Yeah.
Sabrina, I received all of that. And the thing is, I'm gonna turn that light back on you, is you 100% source this. You called me into your life with your power. There's this like powerful desire and passion deep within you underneath all these layers, even though they were covering up your vision, covering up your essence, but it was so powerful that it's still broken through, and you called me forward into your life. You, everything that shows up in your life, you are 100% responsible of sourcing. So I want you to know this wasn't me. This was 100% you. You called me in, and just really soak in your power, really soak in how much you generated all of this, right? You call this to be your next step so you get to evolve into your highest version of yourself. So you 100% did this. I just wanted you to know. And the more you fully embody and continue to sink into this power that you have within you, then you're only going to be so unstoppable. Like from this point on, I just see you as skyrocketing. You're flying high. You already flew since we connected yesterday in the span of a little over 24 hours. So I cannot wait to continue to witness your journey, your soaring high, witnessing the woman that you'll be leading. And I just want to say to also thank you everyone for tuning in today. This past 30 minutes or so, you dedicated time to witness Sabrina's beautiful blossoming experience, and also you gave yourself permission to see what's possible, to see what's possible not only for Sabrina but also for yourself. So, and I am opening opportunities for anyone who would like to jump on to be a guest on this series, and we're going to just have a conversation like what we did today. And if there's anything in your life that you felt like you never felt safe enough to express, you never felt like there's a listening ear, there's no one to be there to support you, this is your chance. This is your chance to unleash yourself, to be seen, to be heard, to be acknowledged, to be cherished, to be loved, and really encourage you all, empowering you all to be vulnerable, courageous, and powerful enough to say yes to yourself. Because by doing so, you become a walking permission slip for other women to do the same. As we're wrapping up, Sabrina, do you have any last words to anyone tuning in? Any things you would like to leave with them today?
Well, I can say if you uh, think you're lost, just search for help and keep what is your accountability partner, I would say, because that's what you're gonna find when you need for help. Because accountability partner is really somebody that lift you up and keep you watching your progress. And what I would like to say is his accountability partner, if you ask for it, will come. And it's not just somebody that is, it has to be special way or, you know, a sort of a wise Buddha person or whatever. It could be, you know, anyone. It could be your neighbor. Just keep your mind open. For me, it happens through through this social media, very funny way. I don't know how, but just keep the mind open and having the chance, the luck to find an accountability partner will help you a lot to see yourself. And then as a child, after a while, you can walk by yourself, I'm sure. That's, I
Yes.
mean, the
So
way I feel
beautiful.
today.
Yeah, and Sabrina, and just to one last thing, and what I'm hearing you say, it's also you were wide open to receive. You were open to allow what comes in, and you had to set the intention first. Like at some point, I'm sure you set the powerful intention, like, hey, I'm ready for my breakthrough. I'm ready to receive support, and then I came in, and then you were open. You were open to receiving, and those are really key ingredients of what it means to really tapping into our divine feminine essence as well. It's all about surrendering, allowing, and receiving. So beautiful way to wrap this up. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sabrina, for being my
Thank
guest
you.
on episode 1 of the Blossoming Into You show. And thanks everyone for tuning in. I will drop a link to the application if you would like a chance to be featured on my show, to get hot seated. Hot seated sounds kind of intimidating, but you get to interact with me live and I get to offer you coaching support, whatever that looks like. And we're just going to have a fun together. I put that link in the comments below. So sign up and you may have a chance to be featured. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have an amazing, happy new year. And I will see you again on Tuesday, I believe, for the next one. All right. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.